Wait,
Is this mic even on?
shout out Dristy. The biggest scandal of the night was a proper fit.
A proper fit?
Okay, I don't know who the fuck Ella Henderson is.
No, literally, I'm...
Hello, and welcome back to the 4th episode of Underqualified the podcast. I'm here with
Ani, and today we are reporting to you post-May ball.
Post-May ball, a little hungover,
A little,
tired.
very tired, very hungover from my point of view.
I had a great time though. Did you have a great time, Ani?
It was so much fun.
They really hyped it up, and I thought that the hype up was worth it.
The hype was so worth it. Honestly, guys, Jesus May ball, it might not have the same cachet as John's or Trinity, but they did an amazing job.
Okay, Ani.
Yes.
So what is, for those listeners who don't know what a Mayball is, how would you describe a Mayball in like one sentence?
The ultimate celebration of Oxbridge rich kids at the end of the school year.
It's giving very much like the capital from the Hunger Games.
Mm-hmm. It's giving Saltburn on that night where they like jump into the river.
Yeah. Oh, the river jump. I remember that one when I saw it.
Yes.
With the parties. That's what's going on. They're
Today?
having a Mayball in the movie, and that's what the ball is. That's why they left.
Okay, I need to go back and watch this now.
Mhm.
I feel like we need to, after like yesterday, we need Saltburn, Talented Mr. Ripley, all of like the rich kid, crazy opulent parties. And like we've been there now, guys.
We have. This is like, apparently, there's like a list of the best parties in the world, and the St. John's and the Trinity College Mayballs are on that list, like with Bergheim and like
Carnival.
like they're up there.
That's
Which
crazy.
is crazy though, but I feel like that's just because like some Oxbridge student is in like the Spectator now or the Guardian and went there.
No,
It's
literally.
Like, I want to be part of one of them because I didn't go the other one.
Exactly. Like maybe made Wikipedia. And so
Like
controlled the
72-hour,
narrative.
like sex party fun time with drugs at Bergheim does not really compare to the Mayball. I feel like there's just very different experiences and why you put them on the same wavelength.
No,
is just beyond me.
exactly. And like Carnival is such a different vibe. Like people, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's not like overly like it's not like the sexual vibe of either of like here or of what is the party? Bergheim? Yeah, no, it's not that type of energy, but it's just like so high energy, so full of people. And like I feel like the sheer amount of people at Carnival like can't even put them on the same list.
No. I think Carnival is one thing that's at the top of my bucket list whenever I get a chance to go to Brazil. Because it's also near my birthday.
It is your birthday. It's usually your birthday week, I think. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I will crash if you ever go.
We have to go, I think.
Can we please?
God. When I have big boy money and we can all travel across the ocean or to South America, absolutely. We'll have the best time.
Oh, we're gonna have the best birthday ever. Jay's birthday bash, Carnival. Guys, when we made it on the podcast, you guys are funding our trip to Brazil.
20XX, that's the year.
Yes, 20XX. That gives us a lot of time.
It gives us so much time. An undiscernible amount of time.
I love it.
Okay, so this episode is a little different from our previous ones. Today is just inside the Mayball, talking about our experiences, giving you little stories.
Just like if you want to peek behind the curtain, like I will say, if I wasn't here for this 1 year and didn't feel absolutely committed, like this is probably something I would never get to do in my life. So
well, we want to take you all inside.
Exactly. This is your chance.
Jesus College Mayball 2025. So the next most important part of a Mayball is the outfits.
Exactly. What were people wearing?
Well, what were you wearing, Ani?
Okay, so I have a story about this, and I'm honestly deeply upset. I picked out my dress months in advance. So cute, so excited. It was a brown Amelie Tage dress. It had like the midriff was like cut out, sheer. It felt a little bit risque, a little bit scandalous for like Oxbridge. However, I was very excited to show it off. And it decided to drop 10 degrees Fahrenheit from the previous days yesterday. So when I tell you not a single person saw my dress, they saw a long brown skirt and the leather jacket that I wear everywhere.
She looked like she was bundled up. She looked like she was, I don't even know how to describe it. You just were bundled up.
I was bundled. I had Nona's sweater on over my dress, and then I had my leather jacket on, and then I was barefoot. And people took
why were you barefoot, Ani? Tell them why you were barefoot. What choice did you make for a 8-hour party?
I decided to wear my very tall Louboutins, my big girl shoes.
Yeah, no backups.
Stiletto heels and no backup.
So one thing about it was they said you could wear trainers. I, on the other hand, wore like a nice tux,
He looked
a
very
simple
handsome.
bow tie, a clip-in because I don't know how to tie a bow tie. That was not on my to-do list yesterday.
No, not on the bingo card.
Altogether, I put in the little studs too. I was so worried the studs were gonna pop out because on a tux, the buttons are attachable, right? It's 2 holes that you push through. And when I was putting it on, I had to do my collar.
Yes.
And I reached above my head and the buttons popped. I was like, "Oh shit! Does that tell the disaster for the rest of the evening?" With my shirt, and I was wearing nothing under it because it was gonna be too hot.
You can go European fit. But
I don't want to lose the buttons either.
Okay, that's true. The shirt needs to stay versatile.
Right.
Yes.
So I need those because those are nice buttons.
Yes.
Because they're like black. They have like a black thing on it. They're gold. Okay. They're fancy. So I had that, and then at the bottom, if you looked all the way down my outfit, great. Well, actually, no, my tux pants I got fitted right before I came here, but they now don't fit me anymore. And tux pants are either suspenders or nothing at all. There's not even a belt.
Oh.
But now I'm too skinny.
Too skinny.
Like I couldn't even put them on. They would just fall right off.
Guys, that's scary. Like I almost lost Jay 10 times yesterday. He turned to the side and he was gone. It was terrifying.
So I had to wear my other black pants that weren't tux pants, which are also a little big. And then if you looked all the way down, you reached my tennis shoes.
And they looked so
black.
good.
They were black for black tie.
Yes.
But they said you could wear trainers or sneakers for the Americans listening. And I hopped on that. All the other guys, though, they wore dress shoes. The nice, hard leather shoes, a proper fit. And
I don't know what that was.
By the end of the night, they said, Jay, you made the smartest decision of the night.
He did.
They were so jealous because for the girls listening, those shoes are hard and flat. It may not hurt the same as wearing a heel. Like that's an immediate pain. You can't really get over it. You have to just take it off.
Yes.
These shoes you can kind of just keep on. They're so clunky and big that you have to just carry them.
But
so you get blisters. You get blisters, and then by the end of the night, your feet just ache. But
yeah,
not
like
enough to take them off.
Pain.
But not enough to take them off.
You just have to deal with the repercussions that follow. That's actually, I don't know which is worse. You guys vote in the polls below. Do women or men have it worse in formal wear?
That is a really good question because I was not cold.
Exactly. I was freezing, especially with one drink. I lose all ability to regulate my heat. I was so cold. My hands were turning blue.
It's the opposite. I always get hot.
I know. Everybody gets hot, and I'm I don't know what it is. I think it's just all the blood literally rushes to digest the alcohol for me.
You just have no more blood.
I think it's blood to your belly, and now it's just gone.
But one thing we did notice about all the other people's outfits.
Butter yellow. It's almost as if we predicted this trend, guys. Well, we saw it.
We commented on the trend that was
established.
Okay,
yeah, we didn't predict it. We saw the trend. However, the trend was in full force last night. Every other girl, and every single one of them looked beautiful. Every other girl was in a How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days dress. Fully butter yellow silk everywhere.
And people's phone cases were butter yellow.
I
heard someone say the word butter yellow.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, oh, your dress is so nice. Is it butter? Or what color is it? She's like, butter yellow. It was so nice.
Oh.
I was like, I locked in on that. I said, wow.
No, you had to hear.
Have you heard of our podcast?
Exactly. They probably did. They probably listened to it as they were getting ready. Butter, no bread?
Question mark? Because we did release it.
We did.
Late.
Go back and listen.
Thanks for dedicated listeners.
Literally, we warned you we were underqualified though. We can't be releasing on time every weekend. That'd be crazy.
So, one of the things at the May balls is the food. I think Jesus had 46 different vendors and 20-something different vegan options.
Whoa. No, I felt the vegan options in full force last night.
And we're not talking just a corn dog. We're talking about the high-end restaurants of Cambridge brought out a truck and a stand to cook us food, which was so delicious and so kind of them.
It was so good, and you bet. I'm there is no such thing as being full. When the tickets cost as much as they do.
300 pounds.
I will be eating multiple times my body weight's worth.
We're going to get our money's worth. That was the whole goal. With that and the booze.
Yes, that was what I was there for. To be honest, I think some people had Mayball goals of romance, love, scandal. Mine was to eat. I was there to eat and drink.
I was there for a lot.
Yeah.
But eating was at the top of my list.
Yes.
So, Ani, walk us through what you ate.
Okay, I'm going to start with my favorite 2 stands because this is just something. The steak and honor burgers. I did end up getting 3 of their vegan burgers.
3 burgers?
3 burgers in a row.
How many
Like
burgers
back to back
would
to
you
back.
normally eat? Like
One.
if it was a restaurant.
If I'm at a restaurant, I get one and like a side of fries that I probably like share some of the fries. Yesterday, when I tell you, I went to the burgers and like give it 20 minutes, went back to the burgers, give it 20 minutes, back to the burgers, and then I followed up with chips, which were surprisingly amazing because they had like the huge bottles of like just like put as much mayo as your heart desires on these fries, on these chips.
Fries.
Fries.
We're
Thank
an
you.
American
We're
podcast.
Americans. We are an American podcast. Like we might be recording from Cambridge, but with all love to everybody here, their fries till the day I die. Yes. And so the fries, they were like amazing. They tasted like the 3 a.m. fries that you need, and then just like an endless bottle of mayo. Yeah. Like I was kind of in bliss between those 2 stands.
Okay, what else did you have?
I did try the nachos, pink nachos. They were delicious. Had 2 of them, vegan cheese, very fun. English breakfast, kind of sad, but you know, it still worked at 3 in the morning. Mr. Flavor, I feel like that was a fun cocktail, but I kind of went boring. I just got rum and coke. Same thing that I got at the Hidden Room. And Wandering Pizza, they had a vegan pizza that like the cheese was like very vegan tasting, you know what I mean?
Oh, it was like I know what you exactly mean.
The texture was weird. The texture was like a little bit snotty, but the crust was delicious.
Oh, that's good.
Yes. And then the Guinness bar, gotta have a beer. You know, I love a beer. Fizz bar, champagne, we feel a way about Prosecco on this podcast, and I can never be upset with champagne. But the most disappointing one for me was the sticks and the sushi.
Because we were that was our number one thing we were looking for during the whole May ball. We were trying to get the trays of sushi.
Yes, like we thought that was gonna be on full blast like the entire night. Sushi as much as the eye can see.
All I wanted was just like good quality sushi.
Same. I would have been fine with 3 pieces of like a really delicious salmon roll, or like.
As you can tell, that's not what we got.
No.
So, Ani, what happened?
Well, we were like the last people to get to 6 in sushi. So when I tell you there was one flavor of sushi left, it was the tuna sushi. I didn't even get to partake because I'm allergic to tuna. Jay tried. What did you think?
So with the sushi, that was the first line I got into. But it was the longest line. It was straight after you entered in. It was just a line of food things and it was there. I was staying in line. I heard it was 3 pieces. And I said, I just can't wait right now. I'm too hungry.
Yeah.
So I left the line. I said, I'll come back. Went other places, had other foods. And then when we finally made our way back, it was just the tuna looked gray.
Yeah.
You know when like sushi also gets like the rice gets stale or frozen and it just becomes like chewy weird.
Yes.
It just tasted horrible. Yes. I had my 3 pieces and I said this was the worst sushi I've ever had.
That's so disappointing.
Which was so disappointing because that's what I was looking forward to.
Yes, and 6 in sushi is like good quality sushi. Like I've had it before, like not for free, and it's delicious and very like quality. Like it feels quality. But this was not it. All I got to have was the sushi ginger.
Ooh, but you like the sushi ginger, right?
Okay, yeah, I did have a boat full of it, like an actual little boat full of the sushi ginger. It was great. But where else did you eat?
So where else did I eat? So we had the stick and sushi, disappointing. Yes. I ate a Tiffin truck, which is my first thing. I had buttered chicken. Yeah. Oh, it was what you needed to start the night off with.
That I'm jealous.
Then I had this is in no particular order. I had aromi arancini spinach. It was it was just fried food at that point in the night. I was already like, ugh, all fried out. Real. I had the Cambridge Lux Bake vegan Biscoff brownie. It was dry.
Was it vegan?
It was vegan.
You were telling that there's no egg to bind this. There's no moisture in this.
But it was just like, it was dry.
Yeah.
And then I had the bubble tea. The brown sugar bubble tea with tapioca pearls. I loved.
Pearls I hate and oatmeal.
So I'm on 2 opposite spectrums. I hate popping boba.
Okay, same.
I love tapioca bubbles as much as I hate the popping boba.
I get that. Popping boba, it gives me a textural ick. Like I can't do it. I'm so sad I didn't get there.
And then I had churro boys. They had Spanish chocolate churros, like the thick chocolate. Oh,
Stop.
Delicious. Tibet flavor momos, which are like dumplings, beef, delicious.
Ooh.
I also went to the Hidden Room. I also went to Steak and Honor Burgers.
Yes.
Which was raved about, and I had a great burger. I thought it was greasy. The burger bun was delicious.
The sauce.
Yes.
I could eat one right now, and my stomach still has a heartbeat.
And then I went to a Smokeworks, which is a barbecue one, and they could explain to me what a tater tot was.
He's from the South.
I'm from America.
Guys, we're American.
And they were like weird tater tots. They weren't tater tots like the traditional ones. They were like cracked. They're like no, not cracked. They're like traditional tater tots. They were like round ball, like croquettes.
Oh, that's not like a tater tot.
They tasted delicious.
I'm sure.
I was like, guys,
like this is a Southern boy.
Right.
We know what a tater tot is supposed to be.
But I would say the highlight of my food was the oyster bar.
So very highbrow.
That was so highbrow. I had 5 oysters.
Oh my goodness.
They shucked them in front of you. You picked your own oyster out. These like high quality, and everyone was like, I might stay away from the oysters. I said, no. They looked too reputable. Those men had the wrinkles on their skin, the gray hairs on their face.
You know, they're fishermen.
The harsh attitude that you'd want.
Yes, like a true New England.
I would say the peak food was the oysters. With the hot sauce, the lemon juice, just a little bit.
If you had to pick one oyster topping, what would you pick?
The Tabasco.
Tabasco? Okay.
But apparently, one of our friends said they were carrying around $1,000 per pound or per gram caviar.
I heard about that, but I didn't lay an eye on any caviar.
I saw no caviar, so I don't know if he's telling the truth.
I'm like, this might be a hoax. Write in if you saw the caviar. Jesus.
I would say the biggest scandal of the night was Ella Henderson, the headliner.
100%. They had us all hyped up for her for like at least an hour prior to her alleged time of arriving on stage.
She's the headliner of this. This is like the thing. They advertised the shit out of her performance. They said get there at the time that she was performing, which I think was like 12 at midnight.
It was supposed to be 12:10.
Gather in this huge tent. Yes. Hot bodies, you're in a suit, you're in heels, your feet are hurting, you're standing there like packed like sardines because no one wants to get there.
Yes.
You're literally, people were jabbing each other in the side because two tall people were blocking short people that chose to be behind a tall person. And even if the tall person moved, they wouldn't see because of another tall person in front of them.
Literally, I was wedged between 2 girls for at least 20 minutes sideways. I just stood sideways for a very long time.
And the eye contact from people was just going crazy.
Oh, it was. Especially for the people who were in the same echelon of height.
Exactly.
I feel like when you can look over some people's heads and just make eye contact with other people, there's an instant bond that's like...
the tension.
Dare I say sexual.
So then we're sitting there. We all get there a little bit early to get good spots. We're pushed next to the stage.
Yes.
Great. Waiting. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. And at this point, they had turned lights on, lights off. The mics had made some weird sounds.
Stage.
They're like teasing us.
Yes.
They're like tickling our excitement. And at this point, my friend and I decide that we're gonna leave. We're done. It's too hot. She's not coming out. Ella Henderson, don't know where she was.
Hoax. Like this was all a lie. Nothing.
Was she even gonna be showing up? Who knows?
We didn't know.
So we leave. Me and my friend. And we go and we chill outside the tent. And then the second we leave, guess what happens, Ani?
Oh, is that when she decided to arrive?
Literally. I think I went to the bathroom. I was I was at the urinal.
Okay.
And I hear like a boom. And then I go, ah. And I'm like,
oh.
That was the first place we went to out of the crowd.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I don't know who the fuck Ella Henderson is.
No, literally. I'm like, it's so sad, but it's also like, I don't even know any of her music.
And I think I learned the words "ghost" from asking British people who she was, and they would go, I think it's the
song. Like the song goes.
I don't even know. I can't even sing it now.
No, Sam. I'm like, I don't think I gave it.
I could sing it when the chorus repeated 27 million times.
Yes, and I fully still ended up sitting through her concert. Like I left, even though I stayed.
It was 40 minutes.
It was 40 minutes, and she saved the one song that people knew for last. So like I was fully sitting at a picnic table by then, resting on my heels.
Ooh.
What can I say?
But did you hear about the drama?
No, tell me.
Allegedly, why was she late, Ani? What do you think?
Okay, well, at first I thought it was the lights, but if we have received the same bit of information...
Well, what I heard was that she was a little bit late. She didn't take it that seriously.
Oh.
This was like, she was like, it's 12 a.m. in the morning. I'm going to Cambridge. These spoiled rich kids.
Yes.
I don't really, like, I'm forced to go here. That's what I got heard when I was talking to other people, like that she was pitching a
Okay.
fit about the fact that there was an issue with the lights, so she made them restart all of them.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that I heard like little snippets of that. I heard the lights piece, and then I also heard that like a lot of people saw her react to the group of people in the crowd, and like the fact that a lot of people had left, and a lot of people were very like just that we were like a very stereotypical.
We weren't there for her.
We weren't there for her. We were there for the Mayball. Like we were there for the vibes, and like she was not excited about it.
And every time, so I was off to the side. So once she came on, I moved over to the side, but not under. I was in the fresh air. I had cool air on me. And every time she turned around, her face would just drop.
Oh my god.
Like her performance and her face on the performance would just drop, and I was like, she's not happy.
She's not happy. She's like masking.
So fully. She might have thrown a diva fit.
No, I believe it. But I see Diva. She was very like charismatic when she was facing forward. But I feel like imagine being a performer and like performing for a bunch of kids that have really no other like their priorities of like I don't know. Speaking for myself, but the priority for me was like eating and drinking.
Literally.
Like,
Ella Henderson.
That, like she was I was more excited about the burger.
There were some people that were excited though.
I believe it. Whoever loves Ghost, I guess. Enjoy. No shade to Ella Henderson. If you're ever listening to this, like we have no beef with you, but
come explain to us what happened.
Yes, exactly. You can come give your take on the pod.
On the pod.
Yeah.
Any other music?
Seagirls were kind of good. They were before Ella Henderson, and they were giving very like early 2000s, late 90s like punk movie.
That's right up your alley.
Exactly. Not it was mine. Fun.
There was a Taylor Swift tribute.
That
sang my heart out.
Yeah, as you should. I heard some love story.
The interpreter though was wearing a auburn wig, and I was like,
oh,
why? Oh, girl.
Like, what do you think Taylor Swift looks like?
But that was probably so fun because you could sing out loud.
Yes. Oh, honestly, I would love to be that up on stage. What do you think? Can I pass as Taylor Swift?
No, Ani.
No, I don't think so.
Ani. You could not be Taylor Swift.
Damn. Okay, I thought I could, but win some, you lose some.
So, not only was there music, food, drinks, there's also games and attractions.
There was fun to be had. I think...
mischievousness to get into.
Oh, 100%. Ball pits to dive into.
There was mini golf.
There was a silent disco.
That was actually really fun.
It was cool. Everything looked like very cute.
It was a way to like end the night when everyone was like just dancing,
no, exactly.
those last few hours.
No, see, that's when I left. I put them on for 3 minutes, and I was like, "What if I went home?" So I went home.
Yeah,
but it was still fun. No
I made it almost to the end.
Almost to the end. I made it like almost 4:45. But then my phone was dying. I was fully barefoot because of the whole shoe snafu. Jay did make it. You made it to Survivor's photo.
No, I made it to Survivor's photo. Me and my friends.
Yes.
Shout out Dristy, iconic woman. She got me up the front, in front of, or behind. She got me behind the committee crew. So in the picture of Mabel, you'll see a girl in a red dress, and you'll see me next to her. Maybe even back to back, because we did a little James Bond pose.
Oh, that's cutie.
And
honestly,
so, yeah, I made it to the very front of the photo. 5:30 a.m. Rain. We had to get an Uber. So then we go out and we try to get our taxi, and Jesse just points at one and goes, "Say Edmonds College, please." And they go, "Sure." And everyone else walks back in the rain, and we just Uber back.
Wow.
Really quick, super easy.
If anybody could do it, it's Trishti. Exactly. I feel like, yeah, shout out moment here.
Shout out. Okay, but what other attractions were there? I think my favorite one was the bull.
I was just going to say, like a mechanical bull, Jay was bucking. And, you know, Beyonce reference. He was bucking, and he and our friend Nona were troopers. They got the second highest score.
That we know of. But early on in the night, 45 seconds on the bull was the time to beat, and they both made it to 37 seconds. Mm-hmm.
How did you do it? What was your trick of the trade?
So you had to like wrap your arms around the bull's horns.
Yeah.
But the problem was now if I show you can't see it, but I have like a huge bruise because the bull's horn would come undone from its little socket and then pinch your skin. So I have this huge bruise, and so does Nona in the same spot. Yes. I have a bruise on the other side. And then my chest from like bouncing, like having my chest as it was moving back and forth on the bull. I have like bruises on my chest now and like almost in my collarbone.
Oh, Jay, you suffered abuse at the hands of the bull.
The bull was crazy though. You just had to hold on. I think the best tip is to count out for someone as they're riding because
it gives them motivation.
Yeah, it helps you know. Like I just need to know how many seconds. Because I have a goal.
How much more?
I wanted to beat the high score, but then right at 37, same thing he did for me and Nona. He whipped the machine really quickly. Yes. And did like a buck. Obviously like a bucking bronco. But a one that hadn't been done before.
Okay,
like just launched my lower body out and around. My upper
Oh,
body still intact. I could have recovered if like
he
I
was
was not
looking
taken by
like,
surprise.
yeah, no, honestly, it like if it wasn't for that, like your fall was still very like concise. Like it was together. You could have gotten right back on.
Right.
But it was very impressive, and I did not go on the bull. I chickened out. I think I would have lasted 5 seconds, maybe. Although I will say, some friends only lasted 4 seconds, and it's because they had too much pride.
Yeah, too much fun. They thought, oh, I'm gonna do it. There was like this little grab that you could do with one
Yeah.
hand. You know, like
The
I guess
sexy
the
rodeo.
sexy rodeo one.
Yeah.
But he did it, and
Yeah.
then 4 seconds later, he was on the ground.
Yep.
And then he
that's
tried
what
to come after me and said I
happens.
did it the wrong way. I did the cheek way, and I said, well,
Oh,
I just know I lasted for 37 seconds and you didn't.
and you did it. That's, who has their pride now?
Who has the pride now?
Anyways,
All I'm knowing is 4 seconds is not long time to last in any situation.
That's a good one.
Okay, next thing, the Star Flyer, which is like the
Oh, yes.
super tall
Big carnival swing.
Big carnival swing, that's the name for it.
Yes, officially.
I spit off of it.
At our friends.
Nona said, I bet you won't spit. So I went,
And he
spit
did.
right off. I don't know who I hit, but I hope I hit someone.
Hopefully somebody good.
Hopefully I didn't hit people behind me on the swing. Like
No, that sucks. I'm glad I was sitting in front of you. Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
No, I had my eyes like half shut the entire time because I was like surprisingly nervous. And it was high.
And the metal bar that would come down didn't feel.
It was flimsy. She was flimsy. We did not feel safe up there.
It
but
felt
it
like
was
an American State Fair.
Yes, like that thing was crumbling any moment, but in a like fun way.
It was really bright and shiny, and they played good music.
Yes, and it was like right central to all the food and stuff. So I was already there.
Yeah,
we were already located.
Next one was the bumper cars.
Bumper cars. That was my favorite ride of the night. I think actually
it wasn't mine.
Okay, fair enough.
Because my partner didn't realize that it was a two-person bumper cars. My partner didn't realize that he had a pedal to make the car go, so I was twisting the wheel.
Yeah. And no one was going anywhere.
That's
why you were such an easy target, I think, in the car. I just kept...
Yeah, of course. She just kept smacking us on the side, the back, the front.
I just kept going, hitting from every single angle. I was having a good time because I didn't know which way the steering wheel went, so I ended up going backwards, like, most of the time. And it was very fun. I was the world's best backwards driver.
We got me and... Yeah, we just got smacked from all different angles because this guy could not fucking press the go pedal.
Jay did not want to air out our friend like this.
No, I can't call him out like that. Call him out in the comments.
Yeah, call him out in the comments if you were bumper carsing with us.
That was still fun though. I love bumper cars.
That was so fun. I had a great time in that moment.
Right after bumper cars, guess what I did?
What did you do?
The spinner ride. It's called the
yes.
wall. The ones that spin in a circle, but then they have the carts that spin the other way, then the thing that spin the other way.
Yes, like almost like a tilt-a-whirl, but like more lights, more action, more people per cart.
Better songs.
What was your favorite song during the whirler?
I don't remember.
Walter.
I don't remember.
Damn. Yeah, nor should you. We had plenty to drink.
I was worried that I was gonna like.
That's why I didn't go on.
I just kept turning to Nona and going.
Yeah. No, was she scared? Did you scare her?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fun. Keep going.
So it was just spinning. Actually, if you locked in, if you like kind of zoned out a little bit, it was really fun.
Okay. See, I could see that. Like, just let yourself be taken for the ride. Don't take it too seriously. I did sit out. At first, I was gonna get on, and then I was like, wait, my friends are all full in the cart, and then I was gonna go sit with a bunch of guys in the next cart, and I'm like, will I feel comfortable vomiting on these people I don't know that well?
You'd feel comfortable vomiting on me?
Yes, I would feel.
You should feel more comfortable vomiting on them first.
I would feel so comfortable. No, I wouldn't actually. I would never do that to you. I was sitting out. I sat out and discussed how beautiful it is to have free will with our friend in the crowd. It was great.
By now, you should know what this is. It's fast. It's lightning round. Over underrated on Underqualified the podcast. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Over Underqualified Ghost by Ella Henderson.
Overrated. To be so real, I was seated by that point. Over underrated, making the survivor's photo.
Underrated. I thought that there was a compliment to get there. That's what my goal is. I made my money's worth, but the photo itself was a shit show. Over underrated. Heels at the Mayball. Were those 4 extra inches worth it?
Overrated. 4 extra inches are not worth anything. And now, over underrated, Jesus Mayball.
Underrated. It exceeded my expectations. It was everything I wanted. It was a time of my life I would love to relive. That's one of the nights I'll think back on and want to relive. And you, Ani?
Could not agree more. Underrated. That is a memory I will take to my grave. My kids will hear about, and I will just cherish forever. Yay!
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 Thanks for our special edition episode, Mayball Insider.
Mayball, tell all. Thank you for listening.
And that's a wrap on today's coffee chat. Thank you so much for lending us your ears, your time, and letting us pique your interest.
To all of our listeners, thank you so much for listening to Underqualified the podcast.
Follow us on Instagram at oversharing.underqualified and TikTok at underqualified.thepod.
For more chaos, hot takes, and unsolicited advice, don't forget to listen weekly on Spotify and YouTube. We'll see you next week. Same time, same questionable opinions.
Bye.
Bye.